Hey everybody, it's Benny One, and I'm back at you with another movie review. We are on the last Indiana Jones movie, everybody. Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. That's right. 2008, that's when this one came out, everybody. So, really quick, I just started doing trailer reactions on my channel, by the way, in case anybody is new, and for anybody that's on my channel. You're more than welcome to go watch them. I'm gonna start doing them from now on. They're gonna be flooding my channel just to give everybody a heads up. So, all right, everybody, The Crystal Skull. This movie takes place in 1957, everybody, and Indiana Jones is called back into action, and he gets tangled up with the Soviets and a plot to uncover the secrets behind this mysterious crystal skulls that are in this movie, which we will get to, everybody. The crystal skulls. Hoo-wee! That's right. This movie was in development hell for like almost 20 years. There was tons of screenwriters, like A-list screenwriters, that were trying to write a script for this movie. George Lucas and Steven Spielberg were attached to this again. Steven Spielberg directed, George Lucas helped write the story. So Spielberg literally directed all of the Indiana Jones movies, and then George Lucas was involved too. It's their baby. This is their baby. And this is their worst baby. I'm not gonna lie. This is their worst baby. Harrison Ford is back as Indiana Jones, an older Indiana Jones, and I will say I do like that they play into the fact that he's older. He even mentions in the beginning, I'm getting too old for this. So I like that. I like it when movies do that. I hate it when they have an old actor playing a character that they used to play and they don't really show that they're old. I hate that, so I'm glad that they did that in this one. Kate Blanchett plays Irina Spalenko. She's the damn Russian. I probably murdered her freaking name. You know me and my names. Karen Allen comes back to play Marion, everybody. That is right. Marion from the first Indiana Jones is back in this movie, everybody. She's great. Just as great. Didn't miss a beat, everybody. 20 years later, did not miss a beat. John Hurt plays Professor Oxley. His character is super interesting in this movie. He kind of plays a character that he plays in movies in this era when he was older. He kind of played a cuckoo bird for a lot of characters that he played. And then we got Shia LaBeouf, Mutt Williams, everybody. He's the new addition to the movie. I'm not going to dive into his character that much. He's okay. I mean, it's Shia LaBeouf playing what kind of character that he played in this era of the 2000s when he was in his Transformers mode, and he basically played the same character in every movie that he was in. So, and then when he was done with the Transformers, he kind of started doing other things. So, but he publicly trashed this movie. So that's not a good thing when one of your main stars, one of your new main stars, trashes the movie. So here's the thing. I don't hate this movie like a lot of people do. Do I think this is the best Indiana Jones? No, I don't think it's the best Indiana Jones. I actually think it's the worst one, but I don't hate the movie like a lot of people do. I think if this movie did not have the Indiana Jones name attached to it, I think people would be like, yeah, it's a pretty good action adventure popcorn flick that you can just throw in and watch and have fun with. But it has the Indiana Jones title in it. It's about Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford's in it. So I think that's why it gets a lot of hate that it does, is because it's an Indiana Jones movie, everybody. So because it's the worst one, you guys. The script, it is very publicly well known that Steven Spielberg and Harrison Ford did not want to go with George Lucas's script about these freaking aliens, you guys. I love George Lucas, but I think they went a little bit too far in this movie because, yes, they have had God and the Ark of the Covenant and, you know, the freaking in the Crusade, the last Crusade, they have God in these movies, but like they don't, like literally, like the Ark of the Covenant, they show like the angels coming out of it and like killing people and making them disappear, disintegrate, whatever, but they don't literally show God come out of the ark and be like, yes, I am God. This movie, they do that. They go there. because they bring aliens into this franchise and they go full bore with it. They just go crazy with it. They don't just give us a little bit of it. And like they did in those other movies, like they just go all out on it. And we get an all out CG fest in this movie, you guys. Because this was when the CG thing, like the problem, and it's one of the things I don't like about the movie is they do the practical effects, but then they do CG too. And the scenes that you can tell that are on a big giant green screen are so blaringly obvious. Like it to me, when they're like that, it kind of takes me out of the movie a little bit. So, and it just the alien thing with the story, wasn't a huge fan of it, to tell you the truth. The movie has good action. Harrison Ford is great as Indiana Jones in this movie, an older version. Like I said, Marion's back. She's great. Shia LaBeouf is doing his thing, running around, being a goofball, joking around, doing his freaking Transformers acting. It's just what it is. Like it. But the movie's okay, you guys. It's the worst Indiana Jones movie. The movie, it just feels weird. Like, it had, it just, the way it was shot and cut, it just feels odd. It just, if you look at it as a whole in the franchise, it just doesn't feel like it fits in with the other Indiana Jones movies. It's weird. I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure the cinematographer in this movie was not the one that did the other three, because if it was, he forgot how he did the cinematography in the other three, so I didn't look that up before I did the review, but I'm pretty sure he's different, because the cinematography in this movie is way different than the other three, and that's part of the reason why I didn't like it as much. So yeah, guys, I'm giving this one a 6.5 out of 10. Whew, that's right, 6.5 out of 10 for Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, everybody. That's right. Alright, guys, if you guys did like this review and you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate it. I've reviewed all the Indiana Jones movies now. They will be in a little bloop right down there for you. And hit the like button. I appreciate it, guys. And I'll be catching y'all on tube laters, because I have spoken.